Fox News alert, oui. Trump just landed in Paris. After the G7, 47 swung through the French capital to commemorate America 250. The Treaty of Paris ended the Revolutionary War. They toasted the occasion in the world's largest royal palace.
We're going to Versailles for dinner with some of Europe's great people, and we'll see how that works out. I think it'll be very good. The president will be there with Madam, and I think we're going to have a good time.
The president signed another treaty at dinner. More on that in a sec. But the Europeans are already telling 47, merci.
You've seen European leaders interact very warmly with you at the summit. Do you think that they're coming around to your worldview?
Well, I think they think I was right. I'm sort of always right.
They do call him daddy, but they can also call him this.
Hello, I'm the boss. How are you?
They gave the boss a big gift, the EU trade deal. We raised tariffs on them, and they dropped a bunch of tariffs on us to zero. Money's being made, and love was in the air.
He was in a hotel, and I met him, and we fell in love, deeply in love. And he didn't even want to see Hillary. He said, "You're going to win. I don't want to meet her." He said, "You're going to win." He didn't want to see her. Remember that?
The atmosphere was intoxicating. Deals seemed to turn Trump on.
You know, deals are amazing. I've done them all my life. They want to get back to a normal life.
And Fox News alert, President Trump just signed the Iran deal over dinner.
It's signed. Yeah. You signed? You signed it. Yep.
He said it.
They snapped a pic of the sheet and emailed it to the gay Ayatollah. Without Wi-Fi, you'll probably get it Friday. And Primetime just got our hands on the deal. We've read it 3 times. It's only 2 pages. The headline, Iran's nuke program is over, forever. The mullahs have agreed, at the very least, that their enriched uranium stockpiles will be destroyed on site, and that the International Atomic Energy Agency, which means us, will supervise. Since Iran can't dig it out, we'd be the ones doing it. They only get sanctions relief after the dust is destroyed. And if Iran backs out, they've still agreed that they'll maintain the current status quo of their nuclear program. And the status quo is they have no nuke program. The uranium's buried, the centrifuges shattered, and their scientists are all dead. So status quo is still bueno. Even then, Iran agreed to this, quote, "We shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons." And if Iran so much as comes near the sites, it'll be trouble.
We have Space Force cameras on every single door, well, there are no doors, they've been pretty well shattered, but every area of that, if somebody walks in and he's got a badge with his name on it.
Iran's allowed to sell oil again. That means 2 things. 1, the price of oil is going to fall. So will gas prices and inflation here. And 2, China can't buy sanctioned Iranian oil at a discount anymore. They have to pay full price. Oil closed today in the 70s, which was the exact same price it traded at before the war. So we're back. And here's where it gets a little cute. It says after 60 days, Iran can talk to Oman and the Gulf states about how to manage the strait under international law. Now, people are saying that means Iran can go back to tolling. No. Tolling the strait is illegal under international law, and the Gulf states would never agree to tolling. They just put that language in there so that Iran can save face. And this just in, for the first time since the start of the war, Iran didn't fire at a single vessel in the strait. It's a pretty good signal. Next, there's going to be a $300 billion fund where Gulf neighbors, not us, Gulf neighbors, will invest in rebuilding Iran.
Any relief they receive under this deal, they'll have to get based on merit. And it won't be from us. We don't have to give them anything. But some people may want to invest. Like, what are you going to do? Say you can never, ever invest in a country? I mean, it's pretty tough. They need investment because we did $1.5 trillion, maybe $2 trillion worth of damage. So somebody's going to have to help them out.
This isn't free money. The deal says that we control who does business in Iran. Quote, "We grant all required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed." That means if Iran screws around, they don't get any investments. Their country doesn't get rebuilt. Usually after we win wars, we like to rebuild the loser, Japan. Final deal. That means not now. That means when the dust's been destroyed and Iran signs the final deal, which is only going to get tougher. The deal also says the United States won't be reducing our force posture until the final deal is signed. That means the 2 carrier strike groups remain in position, locked and loaded. Also, Iran has to keep their dog on a leash. Hezbollah has to stand down. If they attack Israel, Israel can hit back and hit back hard. But Israel, they have to behave too.
We have a little dispute over Lebanon. I say, you can do a little softer touch, Bibi. You don't have to knock down a building every time somebody walks into it that's from Hezbollah.
A senior official tells Primetime that Netanyahu thinks the deal's a home run if Iran complies, but he's skeptical. Here's the bottom line. They'll never have a nuclear weapon. The Strait's open. The Ayatollah's dead. Their military's whipped. And we did it in 3 months with no ground troops. And Mohammed's not getting a penny until he performs. And none of these pennies are even ours. And as a bonus, the United States is now the world's biggest energy exporter. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we rewired the Middle East so they make love, not war. And we don't have to babysit them. Trump actually set the stage for peace in the Middle East in his first term by bombing the hell out of ISIS and whacking Iran's top general.
This was years in the making. You know why? Because I was the one that killed General Soleimani. And if I didn't kill General Soleimani, we probably wouldn't be talking right now about this deal, because he was a mad genius. A lot of people forget that. The tough guys, the tough guys that would drive the country right down the tubes.
Then Trump terminated the Obama deal, and the Guard lost its leverage over the Strait when we started secretly shepherding tankers out. Senior U.S. officials tell Fox News that they don't trust the Iranians. They're not in the trust business. But the Iranians in private have been saying all the right things. Now, that doesn't mean anything. This is a performance-based deal. If they BS us, we slap back the sanctions and the blockade and maybe bombs away.
If I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their head. If I don't like it, if they don't behave, we'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head.
Now, you're hearing a lot of noise about the deal. Not everyone's going to love it. I get it. But Lindsey Graham and Rand Paul, polar opposites, both say it's good. So what happens next? The talks in Switzerland this weekend are critical. In the first 30 days, the Iranians prioritized. We'll see how serious they are. One thing's clear, the mullahs, no Trump serious.
They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
The president's no sucker. He's been a part of deals that blew up. That's why he's sending JD.
Why not stick around for the signing ceremony with this Iran peace deal?
I might.
You might?
Yeah, I might. But I'd rather, this is a memorandum of understanding. It's very important, but it might not be the kind of a document that I should be signing.
Founded October 7th, 1996 by media mogul Rupert Murdoch and former conservative political strategist Roger Ailes. Headquarters, New York City, New York. Ownership, it is a subsidiary of Fox Corporation, which is chaired and led by Lachlan Murdoch. The current CEO of Fox News Media is Suzanne Scott. Focus. The network was created with the stated goal of providing an alternative to what its founders perceived as a liberal bias in mainstream media. Its programming is known for a blend of news reporting and primetime opinion-based talk shows that generally align with conservative viewpoints. Impact and reception. Audience. Fox News is consistently one of the most watched cable news networks in the United States. It maintains a strong following among Republican voters and those who identify as conservative. Criticism. The network has been the subject of significant debate. Critics and some academic studies have argued that its coverage is biased in favor of the Republican Party and conservative causes. Conversely, supporters often view it as a necessary counterbalance to other major media outlets they perceive as having a liberal slant. Content. In addition to its flagship cable channel,